Hey there, everyone. Today I'm joined by
TechKraziest. Northeast Georgia EES.
and inside of this box is a weather radio that I really had no idea when I'd be able to find online, but it popped up for sale just the other morning, and I managed to get it before anyone else did. I was pretty surprised by that since eBay was giving me trouble with the credit card. I don't even know why, because it used to work on there. But anyway, I managed to get this, and I'm really excited because this is not only a pretty rare radio, from what I've heard, but based on what I remember from a different version of this that I got in late 2023, it's really just a neat old radio. It's a very high-performing one compared to a lot of the older early 2000s weather radios. And I have one of the newer versions of this myself, the one that I got in late 2023 that really made me want to get this one. That one was one that I got for a friend of mine. But I myself have had the newer version of it since mid-2020, and it was actually the first weather radio that I ever ordered. And this does come with a packing slip inside. So good thing that was wrapped up so it didn't show my address on video. Of course, I could have just blurred it out, but anyway. As for the power supply, it outputs 12 volts DC, 250 milliamps, center positive, which is correct for these radios. And it's got a right angle plug. That's cool. Oh, wait a second. I think someone else just joined. Ah, yeah. That would be, well, that's his username. I believe he is on vacation right now. But looks like he's able to join on the call, so that's cool. Alright, anyway, this is a right angle plug. And I've always wondered what it would be like to have a Reecom with a right angle plug because it's just kind of annoying to see it sticking out the back there. And I think I might actually use this with the R200 because its power jack is on the side, which I might even be able to show you here. No, you can't really see it. But basically, there it is. Its power jack is right there on the side, so it'll be good to have a right angle plug for this. Alright, anyway. I will go ahead and plug this into the testing power strip. And it does have a pretty nice long cord. And then here is the radio itself. Now this technically does not have a true statement light because it is labeled advisory statement. So I'm not exactly sure what year this radio would be from. It does have the high-low switch, which is something I'd been hoping that it would have. Ironically enough, I forgot to check when I ordered it, but then I did check afterwards, and it did have it. And the battery compartment is in flawless condition, which is very good, and quite unlike the R-1630B that I got in late 2023, unfortunately. I did get that one cleaned up, at least. But anyway. Now the buttons are a bit dusty, but that's fine. That's really easy to clean up. So let's plug in this radio. It defaults to January of 2002, but I don't think that indicates exactly when this was made because, from what I understand, the older generations of Reecom radios would only default to this date, no matter what year they were actually from, up until about 2006 when they made the version Cs. Now let me switch this into the low volume mode if it's not already in it. Yes, it is. Okay. So first let's do settings. And I can set the clock It's currently 7:45 p.m. And it is May 27th. Ah, hello there.
Hello.
This is Nepster WX. I did not even expect him to be able to join. So thanks.
And are you doing a YouTube video?
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
I didn't know. Well, hello.
Yeah, this is my unboxing of my Reecom R-1630A that I just got.
Oh.
So yeah, thanks again for coming. This is cool. This is the biggest unboxing video I've ever done. Alright.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the 1630 is the beta version, right?
I'm not sure. This was, well, this is one that has a statement light, but it's labeled advisory statement, but it is still green. And it has the yellow watch light, and it's got the older firmware. It defaults to January 1, 2002, and it's got the high-low switch on the back. And I just finished programming the date and time, so let's go into the main menu. Alright, and we want alert enable and voice. Alright, sounds like this does get a lot of bleed through like the R-1630B that I got. You can hear on channel 5 multiple different voices. So let's see if first I can just move this around and get better reception. Not really, but that's okay. I just needed to get good reception on channel 6, which it sounds like it does.
Then showers and thunderstorms likely this afternoon. Near steady temperature in the mid-60s. East winds 10 to 15 miles an hour.
Let's go ahead and check out the other channels.
At Atlanta, it was cloudy. The temperature was 66 degrees. Dew point 63 degrees. Relative humidity 90%. Wind southeast at 7 miles an hour. Pressure was 30.11 inches and rising. Around Atlanta.
Does have pretty good sound quality. I think it's better than the R-1630C. And you may be able to hear a popping sound every few seconds. I think that's because it's checking for battery power, since I don't have batteries to put in it right now. And it just gives itself interference from that.
At Cartersville, it was Wednesday night, partly cloudy
and nothing on the other 4 channels. Alright, so I've left out on channel 6, and next, let's go to counties. And I'm gonna do this off screen just in case it has counties programmed in, and it looks like it does because it's counting, it's flashing, that is, the multiple county icon. Yep. And this radio appears to have been from Florida. And it had 3 different counties programmed into it. So I now have it in all county mode. And let's check out the defeat siren menu. One thing that confuses me about this is that it doesn't say whether or not it's a watch, or it doesn't say whether it's a watch or a warning. So maybe it's both? I don't know.
This one does have a siren test on here, right?
I believe so. Yes, it does.
Okay. It does? Okay.
Yep. Alright, alarm socket is on switch. So let's listen to this siren test.
Oh, that's definitely a beta version.
Cool. Let's see what the high level sounds like. Yep. It's quite loud. That's good.
Piercing loud.
Yep. And that is it for the menu on this thing. So let's just listen to the weather radio station, WXJ53 again.
It 59, wind east at 9. At Jasper, with light rain, the temperature was 60. At Monroe, with light rain, the temperature was 61. At Pickens, with drizzle, it was 58, wind east at 5.
Sounds good. So, oh yeah, one thing I remember about the R-1630B that I used for a brief time is that it had really good reception. So I'm curious to see if I can actually receive my main station with the antenna down on this one too.
Northeast at 5. At Lawrenceville, with fog, it was 61, wind east at 6.
If I get it placed
At
correctly,
Atlanta, it was cloudy and 66.
I kind of can.
Wind southeast.
That's pretty good. I think these have better reception but worse bleed through compared to the newer ones.
Wind southeast at 9, gusting to 18. At Augusta, it was cloudy and 67.
Alrighty, well, that'll be about it for this video, so thank you to everyone who was able to join. Do you guys want to say your names?
Yeah, Nepster WX.
Alright.
Northeast Georgia EAS.
Alright.
Anybody else? Okay, that's funny.
Yeah, alright. Well, there we go. That is, like I said, it for this video, so thanks again, and thank you, viewers, for watching.